Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome back to the monthly WARNO tournament from SD League for June. Today we have Hippie and Edwin for a couple of games, both experienced players. Hippie playing on the right in blue as the 5th E. And then over on the left in red we have Edwin playing as the 79th Tank Division. So tank heavy, big push going on down here for Edwin. Not something we see very often, but he has managed to make it to the buildings at the same time as Hippie, to be honest. Every chance he's going to get in the buildings here. Is taking a lot of fire though. Oh, Mirage coming in here. Doing a strafing run. Very effective strafing run as well. That was quite nasty. Anti-air coming in here. Here's all the reinforcements. This is a big push. Look at all the supplies and everything as well. T80 BVK coming in here too. I mean, he's pushing this hard. This is really interesting. It's not something you see very often. TR55's coming in here as well. The rest of the map, certainly this point with very little in for Hippie, but he will take it. A little bit of defensive stuff over here for Edwin, but look at this. It's not something you see very often, and I bet Hippie wasn't expecting it. Usually the player on Edwin's side tends to go for the top point in the middle. Very rarely hitting the bottom so hard, and I mean, he's got it. All these reinforcements are now arriving. He's lost a lot of his infantry, but he's got supplies in there to reinforce them. That was a really good push from Edwin. Really well done. Reinforcements are coming in here for Hippie, though. I was expecting some kind of opening meme from Hippie, but it didn't happen. Maybe the next game. Maybe the next game. +3 currently to Edwin. Nice early start to those points. Down to +1 now. Will be neutralized once this is capped, but I'm sure, yep, there's a command coming in for the center, just covered by those couple of units. Obviously, urgently needing to get more reinforcements in there, Edwin. But look at this. Absolutely fantastic, and he can push out to this side, moving up the tanks. He's got the command tank in there. I mean, he's kind of out in an open field at the minute. Going to be susceptible to aircraft. AMX-10 RC coming in down the bottom there. Obviously, a bit of a nightmare. AMX pushing around the top here as well. I mean, it's good for covering for those reinforcements coming in. Obviously, it's all going to switch now. Oh, back to +3. Briefly for Edwin, because he capped this, but it's now just +2. Oh, but he'll take this, so it'll actually be +4. But he's about to lose it again. Back to +2. I was about to say, why is it +4? It's because Hippie hasn't captured this back point. I was really confused. I was trying to work out in my head why it was suddenly +4. And I knew it was going to be +4. It's because Hippie hasn't captured this. All this skirmishing still going on down here. Commandos being dropped off around the back. AMX-10 RC up there. T80 BVK in a decent position over here. Just needs to be careful with that. Because Hippie will strike if he can. Command vehicle charging. Look at this. Hippie's just charging through. His command vehicle is going to leave that point and he's going to take the back point, which means he'll get +4 from that technically. And he's got this one coming in here. A bit of musical command vehicles for the start of this. Another T80, one of the new ones coming in. That IZD-29, the faster variant. Chugging along. It is a nice new model, isn't it? I mean, you've got to give them that. It is a nice new model. Hippie takes the back point. Musical command positions. +2 to Hippie. Jaguar ATGM coming in. Jaguar taking fire from the Cub. Does it get the kill? Yes, it does. Very nice from the Cub. Unlucky for Hippie there. Command vehicle in here now. This command vehicle moved out briefly. Oh, AMX-10 is looking for that command. This is what I mean about these AMX-10s. They're very sneaky. They're very good at just pushing around places. A couple of attack choppers coming in, or a recon chopper and attack chopper. Motostraki being called in as well. There is the kill on that command vehicle. Not surprising at all. Now, Edwin's kind of hunkered down here. Something just blew up. Oh, that was the Hot 2 getting a kill, I think. This tank needs to be so careful. It's side onto the Hot 2. Hot 2's taking a shot. Please tell me that's reversing. It is, it is. I was going to say, did he just turn his back to it? AMX-10 is damaged. AMX-10 up here is badly damaged right next to that TR-55. Command back in here. That point will go to Hippie. Hippie in good control here. There's not a lot over this way for Edwin right now. He's got great control of this point, but Hippie's just taken over the rest of the map. He's got a lot of units up here as well, but they're just kind of sat in the point at the moment. I assume he's going to move them out eventually once he's built up enough. Mirage coming in for those choppers. We'll go for the attack chopper first. Very nice kill. Very, very nice kill. AMX-10 here managed to kill the TR-55. He's probably going to kill the Spetsnaz Groot as well. Yes, it does. TR-55 being moved across. Every chance that that RC will also kill the TR-55 because it's half health anyway. Reinforcements coming in here. Hippie's intent on taking this point back. And I've got to be honest right now, although there isn't a lot on the field for either player, it does feel like there's more on the field for Hippie, at least in terms of how it's spread out. I feel like there's a lot of clustering going on with Edwin's units. Hippie's just got the map control as a result. And obviously 6 minutes 50 odd to victory because of that map control right now. And unfortunately, I think, has Edwin lost 1 or 2 commands now? I think just 1. But it's, you know, it's that extra expense. There's a T80 BVK coming in, which will recap this point. No problem at all. He is managing to slowly clear up this stuff here. And Hippie's intent on getting Echo back. Look at all these units pushing in. That TR-55's just kind of stopped there. There's an Igla coming in. Obviously, there's all these units coming up here, and there's nothing there to really stop those now. Obviously, the TR-55 was kind of covering, but, I mean, there's a tank there as well. Chester's coming in the back there for the center. I mean, he's going to have this kind of locked down, except for this corner. And, I mean, that tank could roll into this corner, no problem. Got more units coming in this way. He's building up a big force here, so, I mean, he could push this. AMX-10 and a couple of Milans there. You can certainly deal with that. Some smoke in front of them wouldn't go amiss, of course. Speaking of smoke and artillery, some mortars coming in here. Just a little bit of harassment on these units. More commandos coming in for the center. Brenner's coming in for this point. AMX-10s and the Brenners are moving up to this side now. That TR-55 is in a bad position, I think. It's kind of surrounded with the AMX-10 still behind it. Command moving in here will be spotted by the recon chopper. Mostrelki getting laid into by the AMX-10 RC. I mean, the T80 BVK will certainly do some damage here to that AMX-10, etc., but I envisage, I don't know what kind of bombers Hippie has, but I can imagine him bringing something in to deal with that. Seed coming in this way. Seed going for the Alouette. I know he's doing a strafing run on the AMX-10. Wow. That actually did a lot of damage. What is the gun on that thing? Wow. 30 mil with 5 penetration. You wouldn't think it. That is a lot of damage capability. Oh, there's a push going on at the top. Edwin's finally on the move, but he's... Oh, loses the T80 immediately to those Milans and the AMX-10. Those Milans starting to run out of ammo. One missile left there. Ooh, they missed. AMX-10 is dead. I think there's every chance that Edwin can get in here. Mirage came in. I assume went for the seed. Is evac'd out. Don't think the Mirage got any kills. Good little push here. Good strafing run attempts by that MiG-27. There's not a lot of AA here, have you noticed that? Some coming in now, but there hasn't been for a while. I guess Hippie was getting away with it. This is a good push here from Edwin. But unfortunately, at the same time, Edwin has lost control of this bottom point. As I said, Hippie could just get in that side. He's got his command in as well, so it's +5. Back to just under 5 minutes to victory for Hippie. And Edwin's having trouble getting him out of this point. Down here, those chasseurs causing issues. Getting kills on the vehicles. Chopper coming in there. AMX-10 RC pushing around. I mean, that's been on 1 bar of health, or 2 pips of health, I should say, for quite some time now. Marker has gone down on the T80 BVK. I don't know what we'll see go for that. I kind of want to zoom out and keep an eye on that. I'm waiting to see if a jet or something comes in for it. Mirage coming in at the top there. Looks like it's going to engage the seed, but the seed is getting out of dodge. Should get out. Yeah, that's going to get out. Still a good push here from Edwin. I mean, he has made it up there, but he's lost his tanks that were there. He's bringing another T80. But he's got an AMX-10 and a Hot 2 chopper there to deal with. Still +4 to Hippie. Big fight going on for this point. That Mi-24 being very helpful. Though Jaguar ATGM coming in is going for that. We did get to see the kill. Jaguar ATGM jet gets the kill on the command. This point now goes to Hippie completely. Remains +4 as this point has switched hands. Question is, SU-25 AT there, getting fired out by the Mistral. Obviously, Edwin's struggling to see the units in here so that SU-25 can do some passes. I think, unfortunately, Edwin's lost his units here. I would imagine Hippie might charge straight through to the back here. Yeah, there you go. Immediately commandos pushing through to the back. Not surprised by that at all. We'll also see that command do the same thing once these units are dealt with. T80 BVK badly damaged. Jet is taken down by the Roland 3. Poor SU-25. There was a really good start by Edwin in this game. Really good start, but Hippie's just managed to take the map control in the centre. And then the fact he's managed to take this back is, you know, props to Hippie. I genuinely thought that that was pretty locked down by Edwin. But that AMX-10 RC that's at that side, and I think it's that one that is still alive, it's just an absolute nightmare. Unless it was a different one that's escaped or died, but he seems to be keeping them alive on a couple of pips of health quite a lot. This command should die. It's not all over yet. The problem is Hippie has a lot more on the field. And the reality is, when you get to this stage, points make a difference. And right now, Hippie has a lot more points of units on the field. And poor Edwin has lost a lot. So pulling it back from this is very difficult. Look at this. That tank is going after that command vehicle. Just cannot find it, apparently. But those commandos are going to come in, drop right on top of that tank, and kill it. How can they not see that tank? Oh, that command vehicle is right there next to them. Line of sight in this game is all over the place. I mean, to be right next to that vehicle and not be able to see it is absolutely bonkers. Command tank is dead there. I mean, how did that command vehicle not die, though? It's absolutely bananas to me. Absolutely bananas. I mean, they were right on top of it within a couple of meters, and it not being visible is crazy. I mean, there might be a slight hill here, I guess. But even so, that's absolutely bonkers. Line of sight and optics in this game is all over the place. So inconsistent. And there's a surrender. Commiserations, Edwin. That was a really good battle. I mean, I genuinely thought you had it at the start, but Hippie just took the map control in the center. And once he'd managed to cause you to divert units, I think that was it. But yeah, that was a challenging game. But well done to Hippie. Kills and losses, AMX-10. I am not giving the AMX-10 MVP. I'm just not. I'm sorry. Spetsnaz Gru did a really good job there. I'm giving Spetsnaz Gru MVP. I refuse to give it to an AMX-10. They just don't deserve it. They're too strong. Right, let's move on to the next game. Welcome back to game number 2 with Hippie and Edwin. Hippie over on the left in blue, playing as the Territorial Commando Sud, and over on the right we've got Edwin playing as the 7th Panzer Division in red. And now I like this map. Some people don't, but I like the variety. Now, if we were going to say Hippie's going to meme or do something cheesy, then it's usually with the Territorial Commando Sud, but actually he looks like he's being reasonably sensible with this. He's just got his forward deployment troops in choppers, getting up until this point early. He's not rushing the enemy positions per se. AMX-10 coming down here, smattering of units for defense, mainly focusing up here, as is Edwin, to be fair. Quick caps of those points for Hippie, already +2. He's going to bring that command straight down into the center at the back there, and I mean, he's in a lovely position here. All those choppers getting those infantry up, very nice. Into the center. He's pretty much going to have his infantry covering right up to this side of the point. These guys moving up into these buildings, yeah. AMX-10 pushing up this way to deal with any reinforcements that come in down that road. A couple of T-72s coming in. We'll be able to deal with the AMX-10 if you can get close enough. MiG-21 AA going for that Gazelle cannon. Gazelle cannon's obviously a complete nuisance. AMX-10 finishes off those infantry. A little spread of defensive anti-air round here. I mean, certainly it wouldn't be the first time Hippie has got his commands round in a chopper. Bearing in mind that Territorial Commandos do get commanders in a chopper, command infantry, and a pretty good command infantry in a chopper. And Hippie does like to get them round the back. But Hippie in a very nice position here. Lots of units pushing on these poor Falrak Strelas. Couple of squads of recon here. Pretty much pinned down. Strela gets a nice kill on that chopper. Down here at the bottom, Green Berets getting torn apart by the superior forces of Edwin down here. Reinforcements are coming in here now, though, for Hippie. He's sort of spreading stuff out in a defensive role, and he's just kind of holding on to the center here. +5. Just under 9 minutes to the victory. Mi-24D coming in at the back there. That will be helpful. There's a Roland 2 here now, though, and Fliegerforst knocking about. And he has, I mean, Hippie's got it covered. He does have Roland 2s in both positions and Fliegerforsts. Unlike the last game where he kind of skimped on the anti-air. Command here moving up to the center, though. He's going to end up going past those Green Berets and getting blown up. HE bombers coming in here. Where are they off to? Striking on these buildings and that infantry squad. This might be a nice... Oh, he missed. He missed with that one, and that one didn't seem to do very much at all to the building or the infantry. Marker going down in that cub there. AMX-10 pushing up this way, going for a kill on that command. Doesn't get it. SPG-9. Might get a kill on the AMX-10 here. Depends who fires first. I feel like the AMX-10 will see that first. Yeah, AMX-10 gets the line of sight. Oh no, he went for the anti-air. He still can't see it. And now it has, surely. No. What? He can't quite see it, I don't think. Mi-24 coming in for it. SPG-9 gets a shot off. Misses. SPG-9 will probably die. Yes, it does. AMX-10, man. It's such a lucky unit all the time. I'm sure because it's a French unit, it's got like an attached stat that's just like luck plus 10. Now, what was at one point Edwin having the superior force down here, all these reinforcements coming in from Hippie mean I think he has the slightly better force now with the Pioneer Flams there. He's got some Jaeger Aufguns, some Green Berets there that can be moved down as well. They're just getting repaired. I think Hippie's got that now. Lots of tanks coming in. T-55As. These tanks pushing through here, not ideal against these aeromobiles. They do have the Epilas launcher, which does a lot of damage, and they fire pretty fast. That T-72 is very lucky to be alive, and there it goes, it is dead. Roland 2 gets the chopper. The chopper did eventually get the AMX-10, by the way. Command in the center, everything neutralized now. Hippie still in the lead with 605 points. Not bad at all for this stage of the game. We're literally 6 minutes in. Edwin's got a bit of catching up to do. Every chance he can do it. He's still got plenty of units up here. A little bit caught up with these guys. Obviously, they're all in their shock mode, so damage improved massively, and obviously the flame troops do win that fight. Jaeger coming in with the satchel charges. That gives them a nice bonus. I mean, they're going to cause a lot of issues with those satchel charges. Satchels technically do more damage. This is going to be close. They might kill each other. They do! They killed each other. That's hilarious. Where are these T-55s going? They're charging through here. Past some Green Berets with an AT-4 launcher. Although, Cannon Jagdpanzer... The Green Berets are the only unit that can do damage to those, and they're badly injured. Mi-24 coming in here, doing a good job. The Roland's miles away. Artillery piece here. Jet coming in for it, though. Mirage 2000 should get the kill on this. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. It was just too fast. Just slightly too fast. It's spinning out of control now, though. Allow the ground units to get shots off, including the Figa Force. These tanks pushing in here, and there's another Green Berets up that way. In the middle, unfortunately, Edwin was pushed out. His command has been killed. It's back to +3 for Hippie. 10 minutes to the victory. Otsuchin coming in. HE bomber coming in there. I think it's trying to drop on these, but a little bit too far in front. T-55's doing a good job here. Does have to worry about these AT-4 launchers, though. They can push in from around behind. Reinforcements coming in, no Pioneer Flams. Motsuchin's heading towards the center. Marker went down on... That was... Oh, that's Edwin marking something. I think he was marking where the command was, perhaps. The command's moved out of the point. Here come the Gazelle cannons. Only a few of them, though. Not like a big horde. Command tank coming in for the center. Edwin doing a good job pushing back in here, managing to clear up more of these infantry. Certainly has good control of this bottom corner this time. Down here, those T-55s getting absolutely minced by those Green Berets with the AT-4 launchers. Pioneer Flams running away from the Cannon Jagdpanzer. What's Gazelle's coming in here? Oh, there's a Gazelle cannon recon, and maybe he's going to push around the top with that. Mirage comes in to finish off that chopper. More reinforcements arriving for Edwin. I mean, he's got a good amount of units in the middle. Not convinced I can see Hippie pushing the bottom at the moment, but never say never. I'm surprised we haven't seen him try to get something around to Alpha. There's a command... Oh, he is going to push the bottom. Look at this. He's bringing in another command vehicle. Getting it over here. Yeah, he's going to try and get in Bravo in the corner there. Mortar's coming in up here. Should I tell you what else I like about this map in particular? Although there is obviously this tank meta right now, tanks don't work so well on this map. Because you've got a lot of forest here, the infantry can deal with the tanks here, and you've got a lot of sort of close quarters fighting up here. So big tanks are at risk from infantry and cheaper tanks that have kinetic damage that can do more damage when they get closer to their enemy. So those big tanks, the big tank meta T80s, M1A1s, they're just not quite as good on this type of map. So that's another reason that I really like this map. It changes things up a bit from the current meta. We're seeing a lot more infantry skirmishing up here. Cheaper tanks being brought in, T55s. Yes, we've seen a couple of T72s, but it's not like we're seeing them both bringing in big tanks right now. It's all small stuff. Cannon Jagdpanzers. Granted, you know, Territorial Commandos don't have any big tanks, but we're not seeing just a constant stream of T72s from Edwin. You have to think about it a bit more. You have to bring in something that can deal with the infantry at close range. And I've seen some very good use of those flame troops by Edwin here, and equally some very good use of some satchel charges by Hippie. Hippie making some progress down here. He will be coming up against Panzerjäger and Motsuchin, who are all deploying here. Cannon Jagdpanzer going to get a kill on something on the road here. Oh, that is very lucky. BMP-1s. Oh, Jaeger Alf will get the kill on that vehicle as it goes in. This command will get in the point. Hippie really putting on the pressure now. Command has made it in to the center for Edwin, though. There is still a command at the back here for Hippie. T-55 command tank moving into the center as well. Some T-55s moving up there. Another Strela. Jaeger Avkal still pushing up slowly around the back there, just looking to see if he can get round to that point, I think. Hippie takes complete control of this. I'm surprised we didn't see that T-55 turn round. We are now seeing some T-72s coming in. Loads of infantry reinforcements arriving here for Hippie. And unfortunately, Edwin looking a bit thin on the ground. He has lost a lot of his stuff. Bomber coming in to hit something. SPW-70, take a bit of damage. Motsuchin just charging across the open here. Going for a kill on that command vehicle. Command vehicle is being moved. I mean, yeah. Gazelle cannons. The Gazelle cannons up here haven't moved around very much, actually. But, yeah. Easy kill for the Gazelle cannon to finish off. Feldjäger and Aeromobiles in position. Marker has gone down in that command. It has been spotted again. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was waiting for the Gazelle cannon push. And here it comes. Look at all of those. We'll be keeping an eye on those when they go in. Actually, 22 HE bomber coming in. It's going for the command at the back. Hippie's moving it, though. He's veered off and evacing because he's taking fire from... Oh, and it's down. He has lost the jet. Pani Flam's moving in here. Trying to go for that command. 3 minutes to the victory for Hippie. T-55A is pushing across the center here. Lots of Cannon Jagdpanzers to go up against, though. Cannon Jagdpanzers, like other tanks, do have that kinetic damage, so they do have a lot more damage when they get closer. I mean, they do have the whole, you know, broken trait or reservist, unsteady, whatever you want to call it, going on. It doesn't really matter. They're there for cannon fodder and doing some damage. They are so cheap. 30 points compared to the 60 for the T-55s. Super Pumas coming in as well with some Aeromobiles. They are dropping off back there. There it is, the Chinook with the Green Barrier leader. Green Barrier leader being a 12-man squad. And the Chinook itself having 12 hit points. Nearly impossible to kill that and kill the infantry inside. In fact, I think it probably is impossible. So that will go around the back. Even if it's killed, it will crash land or crash, and the infantry will magically spawn and cap the back point. That is what is going to happen here. I assume it's going to go around with the Gazelles just in case there's anything they're defending. Edwin, realizing something's going on clearly, has called in a unit for up there, but it's not going to be enough. That infantry command will get in there. Command is coming in for this point from Edwin. He does have... What happened to the... Oh, the T-55 is badly damaged. That T-55 command tank. I don't know what hit that. Maybe he tried to bring it across in the end and the AMX-10 hit it. This is back to neutralize, back to +2. Continuous use of bombers by Hippie here. He's getting kills on infantry. There is the commander going around with some aeromobile support. Still no movement on these Gazelle cannons. Strela reloading. I think it's firing at the Gazelle cannon here. Yeah, I don't even know if it can see. It should be able to see those going past. Maybe just... I don't know what response Edwin might have for that. Beautiful strike kills the command tank at the back there. I think the Super Puma being used as recon, but those two HE bombers came in and finished it off. Green Barrier leader moving in, got support from the Jaeger Aufkol and the aeromobiles, which are dropping off down here. I mean, these guys will get in. They will at least decap the point and probably cap it in the time it takes for the SPG-9 to do the damage to kill it. +5 currently to Hippie. Victory in 42 seconds. Hippie's played this one really well without the need for anything in terms of the meme cannons. I thought we'd see them charging through at the start. He didn't do it. HE bomber coming in here going for that command at the back, but the point is already capped. He may get the kill though. He does get the kill on the command, but it's already capped. It's +9. Victory in 2 seconds. Cannons rolling in at the end there, but well played, Hippie. Really well played. Good manoeuvring at the bottom and in the centre there, and very good use of your bombers. Obviously about double the kills to losses there. Edwin, really well played again. Really good job for pushing back in the centre there. I honestly thought at the start that was going to be something that was nearly impossible to do, with Hippie having so much control and getting those forces really far forward, but you managed it, so really well done. Hippie was just doing a really good job at keeping you at bay and, you know, using those bombers really well. Let's have a look at the kills and losses there. Cannon Jagdpanzer did really well. Gazelle Cannon didn't do badly either. Gazelle Cannon again not doing badly. Over on the other side, Strela did okay. I mean, I think MVP possibly goes to the Gazelle Cannons. They did a really good job there. Cannon Jagdpanzer, maybe. I mean, it got quite a few kills. And it's not a proper tank, let's be fair. But thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for some more WARNO.